Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is my continuation of Under the Mask, a Time Stories adventure. This is actually the start of run number 2. I've already done one run through. Kind of made a mess of it. I think I started too many different stories. I wasn't able to actually see any of them to the conclusion. So, unfortunately, I think I might need to redo a lot of the stories and actually try and finish them off. So, this could end up being, I don't know, 4 or 5 runs? But we'll see. It might be another one like the Magic Adventure where it's just multiple paths to the same end. So we'll see how it all goes. But I have reset everything. Pretty much everything went back into the item stack, except for this map piece here, showing the Thought-Meki Villa. I can go back there whenever I want to. I've got the 4 starting characters back again. Amat the Soldier, Ajib the Scribe with his language. Definite seems good at communicating with people, very charming, charismatic. And Nefret the Healer. We can basically exchange time units for health. Although, I haven't run into an awful lot of combat so far. Or at least none that I wasn't able to simply avoid with Emma. So, this time around, well, on the previous run, I went up and around. So basically took a couple of characters from the Felucca, went to Set Ma'at, then up to King Tut's tomb, and finally round to the villa. Oh, and it did go to the temple and did the military quarters. So I have my notes still. Oh, right, there we go. Jeez, I was thinking I loaded the wrong save or something, but anyway. So yeah, all my notes. I have a good idea of where I would like to go back to, if I can ever find the thing I need. A lot of places that it can be avoided, things I don't need to do anymore. Like, for example, I don't need the characters that want to go to the Thought-Meki Villa. I was curious to know if I actually need them to do the things I need to do there, but apparently no. The only reason to swap into a character is to get the information they have. That, you don't really need them anymore. To a certain extent. Unis continued to be useful in order to get me into Set Ma'at. But hopefully I won't need that again, because this time around I'm not going to be taking him. And you only get the 1 chance per run, because the Felucca sails away once you're done with it. So if you don't grab these 2 characters, you don't get them. But I'm kind of hoping that if Sabeki is supposed to be in Set Ma'at, he'll provide another way in. If I can figure out where Sabeki is, who he or she is. But so yeah, run number 2. I'm gonna take the other way around. I'm gonna check out the Dyer's neighborhood, the Street of Thebes, and then come back up to the villa. If need be, I can make a hop over to King Tut's tomb in order to grab Seti, who is the character that wants to go to the military quarters. Although there is someone else that can go there as well. There's like a gray one and a black one, I think. Yeah, gray one and black one. So there's another character that can go there, which means I might not need to go back to the King Tut's tomb. But I think I need to go there anyway. Maybe not until the end of the game to actually deliver the things. So there's still a lot that I need to find, a lot that I need to do. There's some characters I wasn't able to transfer into because I ran out of transfer points. And I can only do it 5 times. But so anyway, back to the Felucca. So again, not taking either of these characters, so I'm gonna avoid those. This guy is just flavor text. I don't need to talk to him. The only thing that I need to do is, this is a mandatory one, so I have to put at least one character there. Might as well just put everybody here. And it is just receiving the ITD, which is the item used to transfer into different people. So anyway, that's kind of it for here. Quick, simple, and done. Can move on. So the next location is one of the ones I have not been to yet, which is the Dyer's neighborhood. We'll check to see what's going on here. Looks like a very small one. So hopefully this is one that I can just kind of do and get out of the way. Now again, there are also 5 locations I haven't found yet. So there's still a lot buried in here somewhere. I just haven't been able to find any of it. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, anyway. Time spent moving from one location to the other. Oh, 2, of course it is. And then I will shift into the Dyer's neighborhood. Okay. So let's see what we're dealing with here. I'll move these out to the side. All right. Nothing mandatory. Nothing that requires special token. You wander neighborhoods of the city through often narrow streets, where it's not unusual to be bumped into by a group of laughing children, or by animals laden with bags of grain. A foul odor suddenly fills your nostrils. The coloring vats from the dyers exude a fetid stench that forces you to cover your noses. To your left, a dyer takes a break, a glass of beer in hand. That's this guy here. Not much further, one of his colleagues is working, carrying loads of cloth to vats filled with red liquid. And finally to the right, the foreman looks over the handiwork of workers while sitting comfortably on a large chair. Okay, so 3 locations, 4 characters. This will basically be 1, 1, and 2. Question is, who do I want to send where? Well, I think I might send the talker, F-Note. Talk to that guy, the foreman. I think I might send the military guy to him, because he might be able to help move bolts of cloth around. The guy taking a break. I might, charm. 2 charms. They're both equally charming. She's more agile at 3. I think without knowing any, I have no idea what to expect here, so let's just send them here. I can rejigger them if needed. I think that should be okay. All right, let's see what is here. I had that the last run. Holy crap. That's a lot of money is needed for here. Okay. Greetings, I'm in a tight spot. My brother has just had a kid. I would have liked, as tradition dictates, to offer him a toy for his birth. but I'm stuck here until the tunic order is finished. If you can find a toy for me, I'll give you a good price for it. You own the wood hippo, you can discard it here to gain 1 full deneb. Wow. Okay. So this is the buyer's neighborhood. I spelled it the Canadian way. Whatever. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be able to do anything here. That sucks. Okay, sell hippo for 1 deneb. See. A 1 deneb for item 28. Don't you see that I'm busy? I've got nothing to say to you. Leave me alone. Before turning his back to you, the man indicates a less exposed area with a movement of his eyes. You take a few steps in that direction, and he reappears in front of you. I like talking away from prying eyes. If you can afford it, I can trade you a beautiful bit of jewelry for half of its value. Interested? Yeah, so actually keep the yellow 2 token from one run to the next. Well, I have to refuse because I don't have 1 deneb worth of stuff. It's 5 of these bags of grain make 1 deneb, and I've only got 4. And since I don't have the hippo toy, which I'm pretty sure came from Setmat, which I can't get back into. Oh, no it didn't. Wait, where did the toy come from? Oh shoot, what item was the toy? Was it... I think it's 5. Hang on, I should probably have noted that down. Yeah, 5 is the hippo toy. Okay. Oops. Okay. So yeah, I have to be able to get into Setmat in order to get that toy. So I'm not getting that anytime soon. Alright, but yes, I'm gonna have to reluctantly refuse the jewelry, which is gonna give me this 2 yellow. Does that do anything for me? Yellow 2. Gray, blue, black. Yellow 1. I haven't seen anything that's for yellow 2, or that needs yellow 2. Yellow 4. Okay. I have no idea what that's for. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to refuse to take yellow 2, which is something that I end up keeping hold of. So sorry I don't have the toy this time around, sorry I don't have enough money to pay you, and again, 2 deneb, that's very expensive. Come on, put effort into it, Amez. More wind. Ugh. It's way too hot. So you man stares at you. You're not here to buy tunics, are you? Some henbane? No worries. I have enough to kill an ox, but I hope you have enough to pay for it. Ah, okay, so this is the guy I get the poison from. I just need 2 denebs worth of money. Okay. Maybe I do need to go back to the temple and steal some money. um, D, pay, who, deneb, for henbane. Alright, so I guess I need to come back here for that. So yeah, it didn't say what item 28, no, it didn't say what it is. Alright, I don't have enough money. I don't have a hippo. So I guess we're done here. Well, that was somewhat unfortunate. But again, run 2 is about finding out where all of this stuff is meant to go and what things you can get for it. Now I know, because I have some money, I need to come back to here. However, next up is going to be the Street of Thebes. And that's Thebes, not Thieves. Thebes the place, not Thieves the Stealers. Alright. Oh, that was almost a 1. Okay, well, 2. That's about standard. And up to the Street of Thebes. And this is a big one. And all the way over to G. But some of these I don't have access to. Oh, he is supposed to have his Black 4. None of the others have anything. Okay. Once past the doors of the city, you find a bustling atmosphere reigns in the streets. The laughter of children mixing with the insults of workers fighting to make their way. All of it overlaid by the braying of donkeys and the incessant buzzing of insects. To your left, a small group of nobles accompanied by servants are amazed at the sight of a statue of Ramses II. So I did read this the last time. I had just enough time in it to come into here, but I didn't have any to actually do anything. But that's okay, I'll read through this again as a refresher. Just behind them, a man vainly attempts to pull a heavy load. Again, I think that might be a strength thing, so green. Check that out. The group of nobles, I think, is going to be Tefnut. Oh, although, facing you, a troop of guards is walking past. Its presence met with unfeigned respect by others in the street. Actually, there's 2 different things I could send him at to do. Maybe I should send him to talk to the soldiers. 1, yeah, it's strength. Everybody else has 1 strength. Ugh. Ugh. To your right, children are running in every direction. One of them calls to you. Are you looking for something? Okay, so Tefnut the Talker, go talk to the nobles. Emmat, you are the only one with a decent amount of strength. I think you could have to talk to them, which means the guards and the children. Actually, you know what? Let's send Tefnut out to talk to the kids. Let's send a Jib to talk to the nobles. And the Fret is going to risk talking to the guards. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Huh. Huh. Okay. Anyway, I'm from Pi Ramses, and I'm discovering the beauty of Thebes. The city's magnificent, but the heat is unbearable, not to mention the smell in the streets. Let's cut this walk short and quickly return to our house on the shores of the Nile. The local population has a foreign side that weighs on me, and is surprisingly smelly. Take possession of this receptacle. 117. House on the shores on the Nile. Is he just gonna send me to Thopmeki Villa again? Everything seems to be pointing me in that direction. Who was that? That was a Jib. I don't know if I want to get rid of a Jib. Well, okay. The man behind his carriage calls out to you. Can you help me? They're waiting for me at Setmat. Oh. You have to do 5 shields in one time unit? Are you kidding me? Oof. Okay. I need to get the wheel back on to get going. If you could lift the buggy, I'd be eternally grateful. 5 shields in one time unit. If you succeed, immediately reveal yellow. So that's that one. Otherwise, the test starts over with 5. Ooh. Okay. The troop leader stops their march. We're looking for a man who has stolen jewels from rich Theban. If we find him, the man will be sent before the courts and risks at best a caning and at worst banishment or mutilation. If you have information, the Theban administration offers 1 diben to whoever will allow us to unmask the culprit. As happens, I just met the guy, apparently. I guess that's information that I retain because it doesn't say I have to discard it. It just says if you have, I can take 1. So I have it. So Nefret gets 1 Deneb. Cool. 1 more bag of grain, and I have enough to be able to buy the poison. Um, doesn't say anything about not being able to go back and get the jewelry too. Okay. And then finally, hey, you're looking for someone or some place, right? If you want, for a few bags of grain, we can get information for you. We know the city, and will easily be able to learn a bit more about all the rumors running around the streets of Thebes. If you can pay 2, you can pay 2 to immediately reveal Black 3. That's a risk. They're probably just going to run off with the bags of grain. Definitely can't afford it anyway. Okay, so I am going to spend a time unit. Or wait, hang on. Before I spend the time unit, okay, let me make some notes here. I need to figure out whether or not I want to swap out for this character. I think I do, but with somebody else. So the Streets of Thebes B is swap for an unnamed character. It's just item 17. This one is strength 5 in 1 time unit. Or yellow 1. Oops. This one is yellow 2 to get 1 and up. And this one is pay 2 grain for black 3. Okay. Right. So, don't need that one anymore. Who do I want to swap into here? I'm thinking I might swap Nefret. Okay, so if I send Nefret to here... Oh, hang on. I need to spend the time unit. I'm gonna send Nefret to here in order to swap out her for the noble. I'm gonna keep him here and roll against this. Actually, I don't even need to do that because you get all 5 in one roll, which is unlikely. I mean, it's possible on 4 dice. I might as well roll him, actually. So let's do 4 dice, needing a 5 or more. Oh, for Pete's sake. Again, I don't know why, but the dice seem very... Yeah, 2 successes. Okay, whatever. Very rolly on this table. Tiffany's going to come over to here because she can use her ability to add successes at the cost of a time unit. And at the same time... I guess he might as well come here as well. Ajib's going to come here and take Amat's coin. The next time unit, he's going to go over and talk to the kids. Okay, so now I'm going to spend one of these in order to swap out Nefret. She keeps all her money and other stuff. All that is fine. And I'm going to get item 17, and I'm going to figure out who this person is. What the hell? Yeah, there we go. Okay, for some reason it didn't join the stack. Where's the search? Here, good grief. Okay, 17. Oh my god, must not Zabeki, but woof. 3 Deneb. Oops. I think I might be going back to the dyer's place. I'm loaded. The city's such a dump. Can't wait to finish this annoying visit and head back to our villa. As soon as I get back, I'm going to lounge in a bath of milk and honey to forget these insufferable smells. Thieves really lost its appeal, that's for sure. Fashion is so drab. Women are still wearing wigs that were fashionable under Ramses II. What a lack of class. Well, other than giving me a lot of money, you suck. I'm going to swap him out for someone else as soon as I can. Alright, and now I'm going to roll against this again. So Jim gets 1. Tiffany gets 1. And then he gets 4. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, that is 2. 3. Stay on the table. Stupid dice. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. Challenge completed. If you succeed, immediately reveal yellow. Thank you, thank you. To show my appreciation, I can offer you a bit of work. I need to unload all this cargo at Setmat in 1 hour. Meet me there to help with the unloading, and I'll pay you. Take pink. Do I want to go back to Setmat? I don't think so. I haven't found Sabeki yet. Okay, well, it's good to know that this is an alternate way in. I just don't have a reason to go there yet. 1, 2, 6. And then take pink 1. So, pink 1, yeah, is here at the entrance. So that must be a way in. Okay. Oh, I probably have done E. Oops, which is yellow 1. Is pink 1. That allows me to go into there. Okay, but yeah, I don't have a reason to go back there yet. I still need to find Sabeki. Which... maybe it's the guy from the military quarters? This run is both of these runs have been an absolute mess. Done things completely out of order. It's like I found the tail ends of things before I found the beginning bits of things. So I don't know what the hell is going on with all this. Okay, but anyway, so that. I'm gonna spend one more time unit to send a Jib over to here. Oops, nope, here. That he can spend 2 bags of grain. In order to do this, I'm flush with cash, so this isn't a big deal. Well, my dad, he works in the Dyer's neighborhood, and I heard that the boss there is a meanie who sells poisons. My dad says the new bureaucrat who acts as mediator, Thotmeki, is corrupt. And it's because of him that the tombs of the Eternals are being looted. The others will say anything. I know that they've just caught, in the military zone, the looter of the Valley of Kings. Okay. So, this just provides information I already know. Okay, well, whatever. um... Oh, wait, that wasn't from here. That was from here. And then this one is done. This one I don't need to worry about either. Okay, cool. Right then. So now... I guess I go back to the Street of Dyers? And buy those things. Still haven't found. There's 5 locations I haven't found yet. What the hell? Yeah, because I don't have what I need to be able to get into the military quarter. All right, let's try this. Okay, so I am going to go back to the Dyer's neighborhood. Fortunately, since I've been there already, I know a shortcut. It only takes me 1 time unit to get back. Doot. Doot. Dyer's neighborhood. So, okay, so I still don't have the hippo. I could go and get the hippo, but what's the point? So, Mr. Moneybags is going to give... let's give... I need 2 to buy the thing. Buy the poison. And let's give 1... I guess it doesn't really matter who gets it. Let's just give the money to Ajib. I might as well give that to Emot, just so he has one. Okay, so Ajib is going to go and do that, whatever that was for. Adam 28, whatever that is. And the other 2 are just going to hang out, I guess. They don't really need to be anywhere. Yeah, so this was the guy that was selling this stolen jewelry, which I can get. Alright, so I'm gonna pay the 1 to get stolen jewelry. So item 28. The jeweled necklace traded in the Dyer's quarters. Okay. Traded for in the Dyer's neighborhood. So yeah, it's just swapping 1 Deneb for 2. That's literally all that is. Okay. So yeah, that means that it can be discarded, and I can get 2 Deneb for it. So, yay. Okay, oh, now I know what that is. Or jewelry. Worth 2 Deneb. So yeah, it's just literally a trade. Okay, well, that is good to know that. All right, but the other one, I'm going to spend 2. In order to get item 13. Henbane. Sprig of Henbane, a highly toxic poison. Okay, so that is literally just that. So I have the poison. So now I need to find the I need to find the mask. So I guess I'm going back to the villa. Okay. Okay, the villa is location 5. Location 5. This is the big place, but I have mapped it all out. There's a particular sequence to events that need to occur here. Oh, and spend some time. That'll be 3. Few. Okay, so it's 2. 1, 2. And I'm moving up to here. Potmeki Villa. Okay, so I need the fish from here, which is a charisma roll. So Tefnut is going to go and visit the kitchens. There was also a key which needs agility. Unfortunately, I got rid of my good agility character, which sucks. Everybody else is 2. Okay, so I need the fish before I can talk to the. I can give it to the cat. I need to get the thing from the cat before I can talk to the noble. There's no point in talking to her yet. I might just put everybody into here. Because I need to get the fish from there. I need to give the fish to the cat. And I need to give the Ankh to the noble. And then I can swap for Mayet. The guy in the jail has to be the one that's Sabeki. He's the only one that I haven't... unless there's someone I haven't met yet, but I don't know where that would be. It has to be in one of the 5 locations I haven't unlocked yet. Ugh. I have a feeling that I'm going to need someone to get me in to swap out with the guy who's probably going to be Sabeki, and then I'm going to have to go to Setmat. And that's probably where the mask is. And then I have to return them to King Tut's tomb. Ugh, okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Alright, so everybody into the kitchens. We've got some things need to do. So first things first, I guess, she is going to try and get some fishies. I guess I could just... I mean, everybody's there. Do I need to waste a time unit for this? Well, she has her Aura of Ra. Can choose the results of one of the dice she rolls. So she can basically just auto-succeed... No, wait. She can get 2 successes on getting some fish. Alright, let's just see how this goes. So she gets 3 dice for charisma rolls. I'm going to set 1 to 2 successes. Now she just needs 1 more. There we go. We had successfully convinced them to give her some fish. Item 25. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. She got some fish. Stealing the key has to be done in a single roll. Let's start with... he can't actually... Well, he can technically do it. Okay, well, let's start with a jib. We each get 2 dice. Did I spend the time unit to do this? I can't remember. Shoot. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, anyway. So this is to steal the key. Nope, one success. So Jib fails. Amat is next. No, balls. Come on. Fails. Must be used before a die roll. Since they're going to have to spend another time unit here anyway to get the key, I think I'm just going to do that. I think Tefnut before Regidet before Regidet makes his roll, I'm just going to spend one time unit to automatically add 2 successes. Which is enough to get the key, 27. Yep, there it is. Now, technically, still has to make the roll, so, I mean, blah, whatever. Doesn't matter what he gets. Yeah, whatever. So that means I don't have the flatbread, which I don't think I really care about, but I am going to have to move around a bit anyway. So, that's going to end up disappearing, but who cares? I guess I can always go back and get it again if I need to. So I'm going to spend a time unit. Let's give... I want Tefnut to stay there and try and get the flatbread. So she's going to give the fish to, I guess, Amat. Amat's going to go and talk to the kitty cat. Once he has that, he's going to have to move over. So I guess the rest of them, for now, can stay where they are. Yeah, I guess the rest of them I'm just going to try and charm some flatbread, which she will just automatically succeed at. She can make one of her dice at 2 successes, so she just gets the flatbread. 26. Which is basically just worth 1 bag of grain, unless there's somebody that particularly wants the flatbread for some reason. But anyway, so Emma's going to come over here. Oh, right, it's still a test. Oh, in that case, since she automatically succeeds at that, I'm just going to bring everybody over here. Don't mind me, just, I forgot to do this, but anyway. Anyway, so yeah. So it's going to give the fish, in order to drop that down to 3 white shields. Oops. Which now everyone can test. So agility is going to be 2, 2, 1. Let's start with Ejib. Getting 1 success. Boop. Then Amat. Yeah. Getting 1 success. And finally, Regidet. Getting no successes. Okay, so I'm gonna spend another time unit. Good grief. Okay. I need to get this thing, so for Pete's sake, everyone rolls into this. 1 success, come on. There we go. Alright, that's that done. For Pete's sake. Stupid cat. Okay, so now I take item 7. I guess technically... oh shoot, I've sped through this now, I can't remember what I did. She moved in so she couldn't roll. So that was technically a Jib. A Jib is then going to give this to Amat. Oh, it's worth 2 to Neb. So Amat and Rededet haven't done anything yet. I'm going to send Amat over green to talk to the noble. And if I can discard in order to get yellow 4. There you go. And yellow 4. Anyway, so on the rooftop are many green silos. You can hear meowing sounds from one of them. When you open that silo, you see it in a cat with a shiny object in its mouth. So sure you did a fish, and then chased it around a bit, and I was finally able to catch the damn thing. Hankus, the lady of the house, is shouting at her house staff. It's a catastrophe. Kina's amulet has disappeared. It's a very bad omen. He's inconsolable. And on such an important day for Thutmeki, my husband. Servants, you won't leave this room until my son has been calmed down. I give back the Ankh for yellow 4. That leaves Rededet, who still hasn't performed an action, so he can move over to here. Boop. On the cradle is written the name Kina. Inside, a baby is crying. As you come closer, you see claw marks on the cradle and a few cat hairs next to the child. So it was the cat that stole the amulet. A servant of breathtaking beauty, Mayette, is attempting to calm him, but she seems to be having trouble as the commotion in the room is just too great. So I am going to swap him out. Goodbye. You served your purpose very well. In other words, he provided a lot of money. And I have yellow 4. So instead of taking 10, I get item 11. Now, I kind of wouldn't mind taking a look at what 10 is. I have a feeling I already know what it is. So I might just take a quick sneaky peek. Yeah. We need to find that amulet. We need to find that amulet. By all the gods, we need to find that amulet. Its mind is not receptive enough for the transfer to take place. Discard the ITD token, but keep your current receptacle. So yeah, it just bounces. That's kind of what I figured. So 11 should be her actual self. Aha! And he is Sobeki. Oh, great. Okay. Alright. My body is a weapon. Oh, sorry, Matt. Servant. Comes with 1 bag of grain. For some reason. I guess she steals it from the kitchen. 2 health. Alright. Very charming. My body is a weapon. I've managed to seduce that idiot Hakabe and get Nebka the maps of the Eternal Houses in order to reach the tomb of King Tut. But his arrest puts the entire plan in jeopardy. Alright, Nebka was the one that was in the prison. Thankfully, I've managed to bribe the barracks guard. This will allow me to see my dear Nebka for a few moments. I'm too young and too beautiful for my life to end this way. I'm sure that Sobeki will know what to do. So where the hell is Sobeki? Okay. Black one. Well, I know where that's going. Okay. So that gives 11 instead of 10, and black 1. Swap city, which gives 21, and gray 1. Okay, well, right. So I kind of screwed up in the... Well, I still don't know where Sabeki is, though. I'm assuming Nebka is going to take me to Sabeki. Okay, so, right, that's done. So now I need to go to the military quarter. Ugh, okay, the military quarter. So I have to swap her out. So I think she's the only one that can go and talk to Nebka. Oh, it's gonna take 3. Of course, it's gotten to the point where it's now going to burn me through all the way at the end of the game. I'm not going to be able to complete it this run. But I am now in the military quarters. Okay. You end up in front of the walls of the barracks. All the troops are out in the middle of our military view. To the left, the entrance to the fort is guarded by many soldiers. In the center, atop his chariot, a high dignitary, no doubt sent from the Theban administration, parades before the troops and is about to make a speech. And to the right, behind the soldiers, a small gathering of passerby gazes upon the scene. So I don't think there's anything worth doing here. Oh, except I think I still need to get the key. So agility 5. Okay, so Mayet needs to talk to this person, Blue. Although I think she needs the key before he does that. I think I might just send everybody into here to get the key first. Because if I remember, yeah, I need the key in order to get the black, in order to get the pink 2. Okay. Yes. Everybody goes into here first. Agility 5 to get the key. Okay. So we'll start with these two. Sorry, spend 1 time unit to make the rolls. These two both have 2. He has 2. They all have 2. She can burn a time unit if need be. So I'll start with the others first, and before I make her... Oh wait, does it have to be used on somebody else's? By another player. Oh, okay. Then I might start with her. Getting none. Mayet. Gets 1. Najib. Gets 2. Now here's the risk. And that could just get the 2 needed in order to pass, or I could just spend the time unit and make it a success. It has to be done before the die roll. Honestly, I think I'm just going to spend the time unit. I know I'm not going to succeed on this run. So, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's see what he would have got if I hadn't spent the time unit. Yeah. Double skull. Fortunately, he has a defense of 3. But anyway, I don't think that matters because it's not a combat. But anyway. So yeah, the 2 automatic successes from Theft Note means we get the key, item number 6. Which I guess I will then hand off to Mayette. Okay, time unit for Mayette to move over into here. If I own key 6. The guards at the entrance stare at you with a conniving look as you enter the barracks. The interior is devoid of anyone, as all the troops are being reviewed outside. A voice calling out leads you to the jails, where in one of them, 2 men are held. One of them keeps shouting to whoever is listening, "Hey, I'm here. Finally. Free me and we're rich." I have key 6, immediately reveal pink 2. Thanks, but there's no time to celebrate. The important thing is to get out of here as fast as possible. The soldiers are all in front of the building, so let's go out the back. Then, let's split up. We'll meet once this thing blows over. So I am going to spend a daily to transfer in. The Mayette is going to get swapped out for item number 14. Mipka, the soldier. 223. I'm sure that Sobeki is the one who sold me out. Our plan was perfect, and I was about to get my share of the loot from selling the mask. But now, no time to wait anymore. I need to find a way to enter Setmat to blackmail that bastard Sobeki. Once that's done, I'll drop by to warn Mayette, and we'll run far away from this damned city. And to think that I was the one who dug the tunnel. Gah, to think about it. Okay, pink 4. I need to find a way to enter Setmat. Okay. So what was pink 4 needed? Needed for? Um, Pink 4. Oh, pink 4 is in Setmat. Okay. Alright. So I need to get in there. I'm not gonna have enough time minutes to do that. I didn't get the kid. I guess I have to go back to the street and make a strength roll. Okay, I guess it's back to the street. We'll help out that guy again. A little weird you can do it. I mean, can you do it more than once? It didn't say I couldn't. Oh, damn, it was almost 1. Okay, well, 2 time units. We go back to the street, where apparently there's another guy with a cart. I do need to wrap this up, but I want to see where this goes before ending. So this video might run a little bit longer than usual, but I want to see this to the whatever end. Okay, I might as well just put everybody in here. I don't think there's any reason to do any of the other things. The swap I already did. That's the strength. That's just to earn money. And that is just to do that. So yeah, there's nothing else I need to do here. Let's just have everybody help with this. Okay. So I'm rolling 4 for Amat. Getting diddly squat. Wow, that's just perfect. Nebuchadnezzar rolls 3. That one tipped. It was on a 2. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 3. Shield roll 1. Get nothing. Okay. And before Ajib rolls his 1 die, I'm just going to spend a time unit, add 2 successes. And that gets me to 5. So that gets rid of that. I get the yellow, which gives me the pink, and that. I get pink 1. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. And that's it for here. Okay, buddy, don't worry. This time I will get you to where you need to go. In order to do that, I need to go to the entrance, which is on the other side of the stupid river. Okay, well, that's fine. Two, but it cost me 3 because I have to cross the river. I'm not entirely sure if it's even possible to get there before you reach the green. Guess so. But that's really short amount of time to do this. It's kind of stupid. But anyway, I have pink 1, so oop. I don't think there's any reason to do any of the other things here. Going there just results in a fight. That's just 10 time units. That is just descriptive text. So, yeah. Let's just put everybody here. You recognize Mao, the man you helped in the streets of Thebes, talking with 2 guards. After a quick inspection, the latter let the carriage pass so that it can deliver its cargo to the place of truth. Mao shows a passive soldier, who in turn gives you assent with a quick nod. Your party can pass. Take items 12, 33, discard this card as well as pink 1. If a token is discarded, can you get it back? I can't remember. Whatever. I'm gonna say it's possible. Because, yeah, if you even if you get the pink again, this card is discarded, so you won't be able to use it. So yeah, I think that's correct. Anyway, so item 12 and 33. Oops. And 33, which is the same as this. So 12 is the map piece, and 33, I'm pretty sure, is like a pass or something. That's a 12. There we go. Now I should be at the entrance. And 33. Yeah. This form allows you to enter and leave Seth Ma'at as you please. Alright. Oops. Now I need to actually get into Seth Ma'at. Oh, I guess I just need to get to the entrance before getting to the green thing, not into Seth Ma'at. Okay, well. I'm probably just gonna get in and then run out of time. So I'm probably not gonna be able to get the mask and the poison to the pyramid. So Seth Ma'at is location 13. There it is. Jeez. So I guess I don't really need this anymore either. Okay. And yeah, he can go into there. As for the others... there's not really anything else I want to do here. I guess I could... Let's get the money. Go buy Hippo. I don't think I'm going to need it, but might as well. Okay, so yeah, that's just purchase the Hippo for 2. Take item 5. And then pig 4. Nebka. What is this all about? A few minutes are enough for you to find the house bearing the name of Sabeki on its red door. As is typical within the community, the front door is open. You glance to the left, another to the right. No one is watching you. Take item 18. Oh, it's a map piece. Oh, it's one I get to keep. Oh, the reason why I didn't worry about what I rolled on the dice as far as the Medjay goes is because I still have him out and he just skips them. So even if I had rolled a 1 or a 3, the Medjay wouldn't have bothered me. But anyway. Okay. So... Inset mod is now permanently open to me? Do I still need something to be able to get in? Oh, I wonder what that says. Hang on. No, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it here. Well, hang on. Let me just do a quick translation of this. Okay, P A, SS, pass, T, pass to the, I don't know, pass to, oh, it just passed to Setmar. That's literally all it says. Okay, so yeah, I think I am going to leave it here. Actually, I'm just gonna do one thing real quick. So now I can bypass pretty much all of this and just go straight. I can go straight into Sabeki's home, I guess. Let's have a quick look. I have enough time in this to be able to sneaky peek in there. Two. And that is location 19. Uh-oh, who's this guy? Okay. Blue 3. I wonder if that... a lot of these are contained within the location, but I don't think I've encountered anything that gives a blue 3. Alright. You're now in Sobeki's raw clay brick house. As with all houses, in the Place of Truth, it is made up of 3 rooms in a line. To your left, a man of imposing bulk is coming towards you with a defiant look in his eyes. I think I'm sending my soldiers out to take a look at that. In the middle, an opening leads to another room. And to your right, judging by the sawdust littered on the ground, the place is more of a woodworking shop than a reception room. Maybe I can get the axe? Well, I think right off the bat, green and blue, they're going to be dealing with this guy. Oh, there might be a way of talking him down. I think before I want to make sure I deal with this guy. I'm going to go like that, but Ajib is going to take a look at the workshop. But I think that is where I'm going to leave it for now. Oh, maybe this is Sabeki. Okay, almost out of time on my second run. I now have a shortcut into here, which means that when this goes into a third run, which it most likely will, almost certainly will, the only thing I need to worry about is being able to get enough money to get the poison, which I think means going to the Street of Thebes and swapping out for money bags, and coming down to Dyer's neighborhood. I can also keep this. So yeah, down to the Dyer's neighborhood and get the poison. And then I think I can come straight to Sabeki's home, depending on what happens here. Because I think the mask is going to be here, and then I need to take it to King Tut's tomb, which that has to be where the remaining 4 locations are. I think it's exploring the tomb and trying to get the mask back into its place. I can't think of anything else that would lead to another location. I mean, unless there's something that I've missed somewhere, but I think I've done everything. Like the entrance, I found out what all three of those are. So that's all done. Setmot is done. Yeah, that just gave item 18, which is a permanent keep, so it doesn't matter. The King Tut's Tomb was missing a bunch. Black 2, Gray 4, Blue 1. One of those was for this, right, so I need to choose Black 2. At least two things I haven't found yet. These are all done. Wanted to use the solution. Themeki Villa is all done. Military Quarter is all done. Streets of Thebes and the Dyer's Neighborhood. Yeah, so the rest has to be in the tomb. So I think that, yeah, it's basically come to Becky's home, get the mask. Street of Thieves to get the money. Dyer's Neighborhood to get the poison. And then into King Tut's tomb. No, wait, I should do this first, because then I'm going to have to cross the river once. Yeah, Street of Thieves, Dyer's Neighborhood, Zebeki's home, King Tut's tomb. It's weird that I get to keep this open. There must be like a back... I guess maybe this leads into like a back entrance. So you don't have to go through the Setmot in order to get to Zebeki's home. I don't know, that from a narrative from a game point of view, it makes sense. It seems like the only way you're going to be able to do this quickly enough to be able to get a win. From a narrative standpoint, I don't know why this is a permanent thing now. Why do I have permanent access to the Setmot? This house must be a backdoor into it. But anyway. Alright, I'm already well over time, so I'm going to leave it there. Next time around, it's going to be third run, and possibly the end of this particular scenario. I've really liked it so far. I like the swapping out of characters. Again, I kind of wish the characters were more useful after you swap them out. It again just seems to be that they're like a one-trick pony, which I guess is kind of the point of them. You get them just to have access to a specific thing, and once they've served their purpose, you don't really need them anymore, which is fine. It's an interesting little addition to the game. I quite like how that works, and I'm kind of curious if it ends up popping up again in the other scenarios. But yeah, so far I'm having a lot of fun with this one. I love the ancient Egyptian theme. It's really nice. It's been quite the interesting puzzle to solve. But I think I've brute forced my way through, and now I am in a position where I can get a win. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. If you're interested in seeing how this all turns out, then please join me again in the next video. Which should hopefully be the end of this one, or might be two more, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I will see you all again next time.